So for the fall semester, we started off with the design build of parametric geometry for our furniture. So we took that as our first step into getting a parametric design and learning how to use the CNC.
Now, the media space project, the idea really began around the need to accommodate different sized objects for content creation, architectural purposes. We've gone through so many iterations looking at different ways that we could do this contoured furniture. I started to think about the vertical and how that could really play into a sculptural and functional element. So that's where the gradient arose from. So the idea for the media space to have the desk oriented against the wall was really to have the field of view of the camera to be towards the most pleasing area, which would be the casework itself.
We measured everything and everybody came up with a whole bunch of ideas. They were all ranging from bookshelves to the craziest little waterfall type desk curving around. And then we just slowly narrowed it down into a staggered bookshelf design. And then we added several things after that. We added a slot-in desk, we added the gradient design, and then we added the attractor curves in Rhino to make the shapes of the fins.
We went into Rhino, we pulled up different ideas from all of our classmates, and then we went into Rhino, implemented those into Grasshopper to get our dynamic flow of our fins.
And then we added the cabinet, designed the handles for that out, and then once we finally finished the process and stopped adding in fun little things, we got the materials from Home Depot, cut everything out on the CNC, and then started sanding and putting them up on the ledger strips and backing we had set up before.
For the initial fabrication process, we had a small laser cut model that we used as a reference. We used makerspace's tools to create and cut it all. To remove it, we had chisels, we had different things, carts, things to move it and keep it clean and safe as could be. We used the 3-axis CNC in the wood shop to cut the design overall. For this project, we used 4 feet by 8 feet, 3/4 inch sheets of plywood, 8 of them in total.
This semester I learned a lot from my peers. We had very clever and seasoned students.
And they've all been really good. Not everybody has known how to do it, but that's good because it's a class, we're learning. And the people who do know more help the people who don't know more. Again, learning, everybody's teaching, everybody's learning, and everybody's working together pretty well. The more advanced people take on the more advanced stuff, the less advanced people take on the simpler tasks.
I took all of my skills that I learned in prior semesters and implemented it here. I was also able to be a little bit more hands-on with the CNC machine. I was able to take lead and be able to run the machine with very minimal support. So I've upgraded those skills in woodworking and fabrication with this semester.
Francisco has taught me how to be focused. Literally, he will come in, see you working, show you exactly how to do it if you have not learned already, and just shove you back into it like nothing ever happens.
We have had Gina. She was a prior architect in Colorado.
From Gina, actually, learned that there are a lot of different ways to find things. She literally just ran out to Home Depot and was like, I'm gonna grab all of these hinges and see which ones work best. Be over prepared. It is better that way because, well, you can return everything else and get your money back.
Francisco brought a lot of his cabinetry experience to our class and showed us a lot of different joineries. He brought different ideas of how to insert and to make things modular.
Diana's just showed me how to stay positive the whole time. She has literally been so happy every single time I've seen her.
I think that this has been a real eye-opener for me. I've built stuff my entire life. My grandpa was a well-known carpenter who did that his entire life, taught my dad how to do everything, and he's been passing stuff on to me. But I've never done something of this scale, and by this scale I mean with this many people involved, with this many ideas, this many talented people coming together to, make this thing that we could only dream of. Because going into this, I didn't know what the heck this was going to look like. I didn't know that they'd use any part of my idea, but to see that everyone's ideas and everyone's thoughts were incorporated into it was really neat for me. I really like how collaborative it was. If you're a part of this class, if you're in this group, you can see everyone's individual fingerprint, everyone's individual style in it. Everyone had their idea present, and that's something I really liked.